So guys, after that absolutely disappointing perfume haul in which I shared with you a whole bunch of rainy Arabic perfumes that I spent my money on and got burned by the way, in case you missed that video, please check it out, because I feel like with the rise of Arabic perfumery, it being really inexpensive, kind of duping niche perfumes, so many people are curious about those fragrances, and we are all guilty of blind buying something we haven't smelled. First, don't lie to me, I know that you do that, but don't repeat my mistakes. So I needed something that would lift me up after those disgusting perfumes that I blind bought, and in today's video, I got for you top-notch, brand new niche perfumes that smell absolutely amazing and are totally worth your attention. So just keep on watching for more details and check out the description box for all the help information. Please give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel, and without any further ado, let's get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's amazing perfume haul, and I've been curious and looking forward to some of these brand new perfume releases from the niche world literally since the minute of their release. And here I have the first one, which is called 7 by the brand Sora Dora from France. They have some of my most favorite perfumes, such as Jenny, which is an edible, very realistic gourmand fragrance, and there is also Mellow, which is fantastic modern take on the violet themed fragrance, kind of like in the insolent style. And here is something that smells very modern. It is a fragrance with very different kind of notes. We have aromatic tones, there are herbs, there are a lot of woody and balsamic tones that are on the fresh side. Typically, I'm not much into those kind of scents, but there is something very addictive about this one. It smells natural, kind of authentic and reminiscent of a forest. And you know, there is such a great dry down of musky cashmere and ambrox scent that smells ultra sexy. And anytime we go out, Benny actually wears it, and I am so hooked on this fragrance. It is very modern because of the, you know, like clean molecules, but at the same time it has a dirty, you know, like that woody, mysterious side. So it is really well balanced. It is very special, and there is something almost minty and cooling in there, which is very special and interesting. And it is a multifaceted perfume, so it is very exciting to figure it out. And in case you are into more aromatic perfumes that have this atmospheric vibe, I think you will really enjoy it. By the way, I have a discount for Sora Dora fragrances, and there are so many great ones to check out, so make sure to give them a try. For example, another new release, and I really wanted Yelp. This is a fragrance that is right up my alley. So first of all, this is such a cool bottle design. I really like almost frosted matte gradient but see-through effect on the bottle, and fragrances are so special, you guys. Literally, if you get yourself some samples, this is going to be a very exciting journey through these perfumes. This is first of all a fruity fragrance that is so different from everything else out there. It opens with the scent of apricot tea and some roasted sesame that you can smell in there. It makes it so interesting because it is sort of similar to rice. If you're familiar with that note, is one of my most favorites because it just adds so much texture to perfumes. And this is ultra textural because apricot is a very, you know, like fuzzy and soft, beautiful, fruity note. Then there is tea, it is aromatic, it is cooling. There is some apple in here, and although you can't smell it right away, I feel like there is something refreshing and crisp in the background. Although overall it is quite a warm composition. There is a smanthus in there, and it is in between apricot and something a little bit soft like suede or even leather. Almond adds powderiness, rosemary keeps it on the cool side, sesame brings in this roasted effect, and vanilla is not sweet, but it rounds everything and kind of blends together different elements of this fragrance. It is powdery, slightly dusty, but not too much because it's not my favorite texture. Instead, it is just this very uplifting, very joyful, very soft type of a tender perfume that is a little bit more intimate, is not as outgoing as, let's say, even that 7 fragrance that I find is great if you're going on the fresh air or just somewhere. This is more for closed places, but I feel like Oh my god, it's just something so special, and there is no other fruity perfume quite like it. So these are two favorite new releases from Sora Dora, and I highly recommend you guys to check them out. Don't forget to use my discounts in case you want to give them a try. And with that being said, let's move on to another duo, this time from Gallagher Fragrances. And if you've been here for a while, you might remember that this is one of the first indie brands that I started reviewing on my channel, and I'm so excited that my collection of their perfumes is growing. This is a brand that stands for incredible quality. If you are into very bold perfumes that project really well, you definitely need to check out something from them. I have numerous reviews on their perfumes, and here is the new release from Gallagher Fragrances, by the way, brand from the United States that is based in Texas, that is called Cadence. I'm not quite sure if I say it correctly, but you know, I gotta be completely honest with you. When I first read about this fragrance, first of all, I got excited because it's a new release from the brand that I enjoy so much, but then I read the notes and it is cool that they put them on the box. There weren't so many ones that excited me. I really trust the perfumer, and you know, I have so many favorites, but cinnamon, lavender, cade, those are typically notes that yeah, I shy away from, I won't lie, but I was curious about it nonetheless. And you know what, literally from the first spritz I was like, wow, this is a very like sweetened tobacco scent that is unlike anything else, because it's just super aromatic. Lavender in here is so prominent, and I have my issues with it because usually it reminds me of old-fashioned masculine perfumes, as I call them, in the grandpa barbershop style. Please don't hate me for that. Let me know if you agree or not. But I don't know how he blended these spices, because aside of cinnamon, we also have some clove in here, also, you know, like rosemary. So there are like green herbal, but also warm and spicy tones, along with, you know, woodsiness, with patchouli. It is actually very noticeable for me in here. And tobacco, such beautiful tobacco. Oh my god, if it's your favorite note, if you are into perfumes where it's a star ingredient, like let's say the one from Initio, Side Effect, I believe, and you want just something a little bit more, this is so complex, this is so good. It's gonna be perfect for winter, just because it is extremely warming on the outerwear somewhere. If you're going to a party, I really want to wear it myself, but I'm thinking about other people who might enjoy it. Benny, for example, or even my stepfather, he's actually very sensitive to perfumes, and his OG favorite is amongst waves from the same brand. But because of that blend of spicy, aromatic, and sweet, woody tones, I find it's gonna be awesome for the holiday season. So this is already a huge love for me personally. Maybe I'll wear it myself, maybe I won't pass it to anyone else. I was also thinking to do the same with Crèmelle, such a fun name, from Perfume. So this is a sister company of this brand with fragrances that lean more to the feminine side, but I find they're all unisex in the end of the day. Slightly different packaging, but the same idea with the notes right here. And we have grapefruit, caramel, creme brulee, hinoki wood, incense, sandalwood, patchouli, and French vanilla in this composition that is so high-end. My gosh, first of all, it really smells of dessert, because sweet notes in here are very prominent, but it is not candy sweet. It is almost like mature gourmand fragrance with this creme brulee and espresso accord. It will transport you to the very posh, very refined, family-owned Italian restaurant where you order, you know, these very typical desserts. There are some other tones in this fragrance. I need to wear it more to figure them out, but I'm already so obsessed with this fragrance. I think it's gonna be my new signature scent from this brand. I used to love baklava, but now with Crèmelle, and you know, this just like very, yeah, just grown up sweetness. I find it is so cool, and oh my god, I've sprayed it literally just like a couple of times and have already gotten compliments for it. And it doesn't surprise me much, because Gallagher perfumes are very bold, they have amazing sillage, they are super noticeable. And sweet fragrances are almost like aphrodisiacs because they attract and allure. So if you are on a hunt for something new in that style, I highly recommend you Crèmelle. I'm sure you won't be disappointed with this one. Alrighty, next up we have probably one of my most worn fragrances for the last couple of weeks, which is Song for a Queen by such a cool brand, Roos&Roos, that I highly recommend you to check it out in case you are into elegant but contemporary fragrances. And this is one of my top choices from their line. By the way, you can get their perfumes with my discount because it is very powdery. Heliotrope is such a big note in here. Other than that, we have some white flowers and sweet musky vanilla. So it's like a big soft powdery cloud that is very cocooning, relaxing, and I like to wear it in case I'm going somewhere or even for myself. It has been literally my go-to for the last couple of weeks, and it has an enormous sillage, so it's very complimenting, but it smells extremely effortless. And yeah, I've been loving it very much and probably will continue wearing it into the winter just because it hugs me and I like that feeling. And finally, last but not least, is the brand that I discovered for myself at Xongs, which is called Perroy. Now, they have very fun packaging, colorful perfumes, and they smell sort of simplistic but very addictive. You know, I used to have some samples and now I have two favorites of mine. So let's get started with Blonde Purple. Now, this is such a juicy and mouth-watering perfumes. In case you are into almost exotic fruity tones in perfumes, such as mango and, you know, something in papaya, maracuja style, you will love this because it is almost explosive. It smells like cocktail that is made out of fresh mango puree almost. I know that there is blackcurrant in there and it is one of my most favorite notes, but it is not too berry, so it's no surprise that I enjoy it so much. There is something a little bit floral and sweet in there too, but overall it is tart, it is really ripe, it smells so realistic of really exotic fruit market. I love it. It is a very optimistic fragrance, and perfumes from this brand are quite affordable. They have different sizing. I really want a Skydive or something like that in a bluish bottle in a travel size form because I'm obsessed with those type of bottles that are easy to throw in the purse and be on the go, so make sure to check them out. But I also have another fragrance from them, Azure Blush, and oh, if your favorite note or, you know, note combination is lychee with rose, you will be obsessed with it. I like every time I smell this perfume just does something to my brain. It lifts me up. It is like a very euphoric fragrance of happiness to me personally. There is a note of rhubarb in here and it brings this tingling, a little bit sourish twist to the overall also juicy and floral composition. We also have lychee and peony in here, but rhubarb, it makes me want to explore some other fragrances featuring this note. So in case you know something great, let me know. But these two together, my gosh. And you know, typically I like such juicy and mouth-watering, very realistic fruity fragrances in the summertime, but there is something special about these type of perfumes when it's cold, so it's new for me. But let me know if you'd be interested in a top list of winter fruity fragrances, because I already have like a fantastic top list of my most favorite fruity perfumes. But let me know if you associate them rather with summertime, because that's when, you know, we go on vacation or when we typically eat most of the fruits. But even in the winter, my gosh, these two are fantastic, quite affordable, and this is a cool brand. Check them out. I noticed that they are available in Douglas right now, so that's kind of cool, and I'll definitely get a travel size form just for my purse, so when I'm on the go or when I'm switching from my daytime work to, you know, like giving classes, it's gonna be perfect. But with that being said, that was all from me for today's amazing, top-notch haul of brand new niche perfumes in my collection. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If it was helpful, please give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to shop perfumes, make sure to use my discounts. All the links are below, and let me know what are the new perfumes in your collection. I'm excited to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see you on the next one really soon. Bye guys.